fellow fans, how are you all today? Before I get started, shout out to our boy Eric. We're still praying for you as we speak. Wrestlemania is next week. You wouldn't remember that because I think this build to this year's Wrestlemania has been the worst one ever.
There's no build. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know, that's my point. I think it's the worst one ever. That, and even if there was a build, these matches are not WrestleMania matches. These are like Survivor Series matches. Like, this is...
I wouldn't even give it that much credit. It's like TLC fucking...
Well, I credited Survivor Series because most of them are Raw or SmackDown guys for no reason.
I didn't think of it like that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I
didn't think of it like that because you can't really keep track of who the fuck is Raw or on SmackDown anymore.
That's true. If you really want to know how bad this WrestleMania is, I'm looking at the WrestleMania Access poster right now. Look at who they're advertising for WrestleMania Access. Can you focus? Fuck. There you go. Do you see that? Do you know who WrestleMania Access used to have on the cover of it? John Cena, Randy Orton, The Rock, Stone Cold. Like, actual good wrestlers. Who's on the roster for this one? The New Day, Finn Balor, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. Is there anybody who actually goes to WrestleMania Access like, can't wait to meet Finn Balor? Like, does anyone actually say that? Who are the premium VIPs for Access this year? Roman Reigns and the Bellas. Wow. Roman Reigns is a good one. I'll agree with that. But the Bella Twins, really? Premium VIP?
Those two are Those two are actually star power. Why the fuck are they not on the front page?
That's
Why
very
the fuck
true,
are they not
actually.
on the banner?
More star power than Charlotte and Becky Lynch are.
Fuck?
Can I get a full match card? We're talking about WrestleMania today because I don't want to do a video next week because I'm lazy. So the next video you'll get from us will be the WrestleMania review video. After we watch, not all of WrestleMania because I think WrestleMania is going to be like 6 hours this year, and I'm not watching all that. So
I also have a couple ideas for maybe some reaction videos soon.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll do that too.
If you guys want any specific reaction videos, just try and comment down below.
If you want any video at all, just let us know because I'm running out of ideas. So
wrestling is so bad and so boring at this moment that like there's really isn't nothing. There really is not much to talk about. There's barely any topics to really go over that's important enough for us to actually make a full-fledged video.
I don't know the full O.J. Simpson case that much, but if you want us to talk about O.J. Simpson, I will do research and go out of my way to learn about it just so I can talk about it here so we can have something to talk about.
That's not fucking wrestling related.
I know, but I don't care. I'm really talking about anything at this point.
We would be going left at that point.
No.
It would be like, no more wrestling content. Let's talk about fucking R. Kelly.
We'll be like the Smart Busters when they started talking about politics because they were so bored with wrestling. He started talking about Donald Trump.
Welcome to the Kings Club. We are now the newest podcast from any content creator ever.
Hello.
Holy shit, bro.
Jesus Christ. That was like a Jason Jordan dive. I was very proud of that. Oh my god. That was very beautiful.
Holy shit, Jason Jordan.
You actually pulled the move out better than he does, I think.
Jason Jordan's finally back, bro.
It's Cornell Black Sun, everybody.
Oh my god, he's gonna do it again. Holy shit.
Okay.
Wait.
Don't kill anybody. You almost broke the fucking bed. Oh my god. I mean, I've had a fat bitch in this bed before, so it would have broken by now, but...
Holy shit, wait, you've had Nia Jackson in this bed, bro?
No, bigger. What's up?
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
How's your day
I don't really
going?
care. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I guess that's how you
Oh shit!
Are you, like, on a Monster Energy right now? Are you okay?
Bro, you fucking died on the floor, bro. I wish you guys would have seen that.
That's why we need different camera angles on this fucking... We need, like, another camera set up over there.
Goddamn, bro.
What's up? Tell us how your day's going.
Pretty well.
Okay, good.
Pretty well.
We're here to talk about WrestleMania. We're gonna run down the matches.
I would have been here earlier, but I was playing Spider-Man.
You were sucking off Kurt Angle in the back.
No,
we get it.
nigga. What the fuck?
We get it. We understand. So, WrestleMania is next Sunday, as we stated.
Camera.
And
I probably shook this shit when I jumped on the bed.
Yeah, you probably did. I probably blame it on you.
Oh! You broke the neck.
I mean,
that's too
you
low.
blame
bro.
everything on black people.
That's you fucking funny, bro.
Nah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you fucked it up majorly. That's why I was looking at the camera.
It was barely.
Yeah, barely.
Okay.
It's better. It's good enough. I don't care about these people that much. WrestleMania, everybody. Here we go. Ready? There are currently 13 matches booked for this show. Now, I do want to discuss this real quick, because let me tell you.
Oh, wow.
There are people complaining that there's too many matches for this show and that the wrestling's going to go on too long. These are the same people who will watch New Japan shows where matches go on for 2 hours. So let that sink in. If we were to compare a New Japan show to a WWE show with 13 matches, I think the New Japan show would be longer.
I think the New Japan show would probably be better.
No, it would not, because it'd be a bunch of wrestling for no reason. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying, though. Like, you cannot complain about there being 13 matches on the card when 5 of them equate to the same number as one New Japan match. You know what I mean? Like, you're watching the same amount of wrestling with only 2 guys. If anything, WWE is better because at least they're switching out the people. I don't want to watch the same guys wrestle for a fucking hour.
You don't?
Not really.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so here we go. WrestleMania. I'm not really... Oh, yeah, I do. I was about to say I don't know what the main event is. I'm about to talk about it later. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston, WWE Championship match.
Wait, what?
So, the WWE Championship, the coveted WWE Championship, that has been held by the likes of JBL, John Cena. Did Chris Benoit hold it? Yes, right?
No,
What?
he held the World
World
Heavyweight
title?
Champion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he held the world.
Well, they're the same belt now.
You're right. They're
So,
unified.
doesn't
now,
matter.
They are?
Yes.
basically.
Oh, yeah, you told me they're like
The Rock, Stone Cold, all these legends who held this title. WrestleMania 35. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston.
I mean...
And the saddest thing is, this is the best thing they could have done. That's the saddest thing about it. Name to me a guy on the SmackDown roster right now with more star power than Kofi Kingston.
Wait, didn't Daniel Bryan already have the title?
Yeah, he's the champ. He's defending it
Okay,
against
yeah.
Kofi Kingston.
No, I mean before. Like before this.
Yeah, he's already done that.
He
yeah.
was like, yeah, before this happened. Yeah.
He was basically the 1-2 unified.
Ooh, drip. Ooh, sorry. I bet. Nigga dripping over here.
So,
I ain't talking about his crown.
Check out the drip.
Oh.
the wild thing is, the storyline they did with Kofi Kingston is the same storyline they did with Daniel Bryan
Yeah,
when he became champion.
it's legit like fucking carbon copy.
It's
Bullshit.
the same storyline. So, it's weird because it's like now Vince McMahon is campaigning for Daniel Bryan to stay champion when 5 years ago he was against him. Now all of a sudden Daniel Bryan's the hero of champions and Kofi Kingston's the underdog. And I don't know why this change occurred. Do we really believe Kofi Kingston's going to win the belt at WrestleMania? Because I'm leaning towards no.
I'm leaning towards yes, but it'll be a short run.
After,
They will.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Okay.
They're gonna let him shine for a little bit.
I don't think they will at all.
And
I
then
think they
They're
will.
gonna snatch it. They're gonna snatch it away.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen.
They've done that shit. Like, keep in mind, everybody on this shit. Well, some of y'all niggas forget that even though I haven't watched wrestling for a long ass time, I still remember they do this shit all the time. Where like someone will have the title and then they're about, oh, who's gonna win? Blah blah blah. Other nigga wins, take the championship, let him shine for like, you know, a couple minutes, then like they just snatch that shit away from him, and then people are like, yo, what the fuck? And then most people are like really don't care because then they didn't want him to have it in the first place.
I'm convinced at this point that the New Day is going to
If I'm
turn on
not wrong.
Kofi Kingston. I feel like Big E and Xavier are going to turn on him. Because that just seems like something they would do. Just for the bullshit of it. I mean, the New Day's been together for like 6 years, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
Has
Yes.
it been
It's been forever. So I feel like they're going to throw bullshit into it, and Big E and Xavier are going to like turn on him. And they're going to be like, oh, we never got the spotlight. It was all Kofi.
the fuck?
And we're going to have some gay-ass storyline like Randy Orton and Legacy, but with the New Day.
Oh.
So think about how terrible that's going to be.
An extra.
I think Daniel Bryan's winning, but you two can believe whatever you want.
I believe that they will actually give Kofi Kingston the title, but only for like about a day or so before Vince McMahon comes out and says,
Okay, either way.
"You're fine."
Yeah.
You're fucked.
It's either like one of 3 things. Either like he's not gonna get the title and then Bryan's gonna keep the title, or like he's gonna get the title and then it's not gonna last very long. They're gonna snatch it back, or he's not gonna get it, but they're gonna make it seem like in the match it's gonna be like so close that he's gonna get it, and then he doesn't.
I'm just trying to imagine a world where
Or
Kofi
someone
Kingston...
interrupts the match
Like,
I should be getting that title.
Like Kofi Kingston becoming champion is not the issue. The issue is, who do you program with him with if he does become champion? Who does he feud with? Kevin Owens? Oh, like, who wants to watch that?
The management.
You cannot... There's no entertaining feud to put Kofi Kingston in once he wins the belt, because once he wins the belt, the fans are going to give up on him. Just like they did with Daniel Bryan. They're not going to care. But whatever. Women's Tag Team title match. The Boss and Hug Connection versus the Divas of Doom versus the Iconics versus Nia Jax and Tamina.
Wow, conjoined twins at the elbow.
Does anyone care? You're weird.
What?
Does anyone care?
I was talking about your fucking bougie ass title.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was saying it's weird how you pointed that out.
It's funny how on this title they're like, "Oh yeah, we're a team," and then in this title they're just like, "Yeah, fuck you."
That's true. That's weird.
Like why?
Probably because this one's SmackDown.
Is it really?
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one was kind of just like the general world title, while this one over here was just part of the brand split, and this one just represented SmackDown.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, well, the SmackDown's got the giant fist in the middle of the show, so we gotta act like it's impactful."
I missed that set so
Me
much.
too.
Holy shit.
Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. This is Roman Reigns' return WrestleMania match. He's fighting Drew McIntyre.
I mean, hey, it could have been a lot worse.
We all know what's going to happen. Let's act like we don't know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. Roman Reigns is going to kick his ass, and then Drew McIntyre is going to come out the next night on Raw and act like nothing happened.
Because they want to book him strong.
Yeah, we're going to act like... Even though he's lost to Ziggles like 3 times at this point.
Has he really?
Yes. So I don't know how you make McIntyre look strong anymore, but okay. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. And I guess because of WrestleMania ads leaking out, it's not going to be Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor, but it'll be Bobby Lashley versus the Demon. The Demon King there, John. Let me tell you how annoyed I get whenever Finn Balor just paints himself and they act like he's a completely different person. He wrestles the same.
Does he really?
Yes.
Like there's no change in
No.
the set?
He cosplays. And then he comes out. And then he wrestles the same. You can argue that Undertaker was cool because Undertaker had the badass American Undertaker and then he went back to old school Undertaker. And that was like he wrestled differently in those two styles.
Yeah, because like if you're gonna have 2 different personalities, you should have 2.
Finn Balor just wrestles the same. They just call him more aggressive, even though he's not.
Like that should mean you should have like different moves, not like the same shit. Otherwise, you kind of just looking like I don't know, like a dickhead.
Are you good?
I think you broke the bed, bro.
Did I?
That sounded like it, right? That's what I thought too. It sounded exactly like that.
Holy shit, bro.
Good. Oh no, we're good. For a second, I thought I did. I was like,
Better watch out. I already had a fat bitch in this bed. I'm telling you, it's coming close.
Pause.
Why?
Finn Balor is gonna win if he's the Demon, which sucks for Bobby Lashley, but whatever.
The Intercontinental Championship means
Doesn't matter
nothing
anyway,
anymore.
right? Exactly. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio with hopefully Dominic in his corner. And if Dominic's not there, I'm not gonna be really mad. They brought Dominic back on TV, and he's bigger than Rey Mysterio is now.
Really?
Yes, because he's grown up. It's crazy. Apparently, Rey Mysterio wants Dominic to wrestle. So
Wait, how much bigger?
like he's.
Is he like?
Vouch for me.
Okay, is he like average height now?
Like
He's
he's like my height.
Because you know how like Rey Mysterio was like hella short.
No, he may be taller than me. He's tall. He's taller than Rey Mysterio is by miles. Like compared to his dad, he's taller by miles.
Oh, okay.
I think Rey Mysterio honestly is gonna win the belt because Samoa Joe's a jobber.
Yeah.
Let's face the facts. Samoa Joe loses to every, and you people always give faith to this guy too. They're like, Samoa Joe, he's finally got a belt. They're gonna do something with him, and then Fat Potato Man walks out to the ring and just loses. So I really feel like Rey Mysterio's just gonna win the belt. And then maybe Samoa Joe will go after Dominic, and it'll be a very exciting storyline where he like kidnaps him or some bullshit. I don't know.
No, it'll be Dominic's debut match.
Yeah, against Samoa,
Samoa Joe. Yo, you would bury Joe to fucking hell.
Please to God happen. Oh, that'd be funny as fuck. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is still happening this year. Why? I don't know.
Just the Andre the Giant Memorial?
Yes, every single year for WrestleMania, they do a Battle Royal to put every wrestler who's not booked on a match on the card. But they call it the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because it's in memory of Andre the Giant.
Why?
Because you get a trophy with Andre on it.
Why?
Because you need to. It's very prestigious.
Why?
Don't ask me. I can tell you the previous winners of it.
Like, I can get like, okay, you do like a memorial for the nigga, like, you know,
when he dies, and like you do a tribute video or package to him.
Yeah, like that, or like maybe
no,
or like you do some shit like, oh, it's been like 20 years, or it's been 10 years, some shit. But like if we do it like every year,
yeah, they have a whole battle royal to him devoted every year.
Every year, that's not really a memorial.
Does the winner get a trophy this year? Because I thought Matt Hardy like deleted that. But I guess not. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't even think they were doing it this year. I thought they were going to get rid of it completely. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is actually my favorite match of the year.
Really?
Because whoever wins it becomes a jobber for the rest of their career. So I just gotta hope somebody terrible wins it. If you need to know the past winners of this Battle Royal, the first year was Cesaro. He is now in a tag team with Sheamus, and he lost to a 10-year-old kid last year at WrestleMania. The next winner was Big Show. Big Show now does not wrestle at all. The third winner was Baron Corbin. He's tummy face. And he cashed in Money in the Bank to Jinder Mahal and lost. The fourth winner, who was the fourth winner? Mojo Rawley was the fourth winner.
Oh my god.
Mojo Rawley is now looking at a mirror thinking that he's like broken. Mojo Rawley.
What the fuck is that?
Exactly.
Mojo Rawley?
Yes. The fifth winner was Matt Hardy, but I assist the career death to Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt helped him win.
Mojo Rawley. What the fuck kind of...
So everybody who wins this Battle Royal results to jobber status once they win it. And even the Women's Battle Royal, because they did a Women's Battle Royal last year, and Naomi won that one. Naomi hasn't done jack shit after winning that.
Actually, like...
No, there's no argument.
No. I mean to argue against the fact that, like, you pin the entire, like, win on Bray Wyatt. That's true for Matt Hardy's case. But I think it is still the death of a career of Matt Hardy.
Well, Matt Hardy's
the
broken
death of
character
his
died, yeah.
character.
I know. That still sucks ass, but at least Matt Hardy's still wrestling.
But now he's the multifarious.
Bray Wyatt's not
Matt
even
Hardy.
on TV after he won that Battle Royal. Yep, Matt Hardy won the Battle Royal. He won a tag team title belt. And then they lost to, like, the B team or some bullshit.
I'm wondering, when the fuck is this, like, repackaging of Bray Wyatt ever gonna happen?
Never. He's gonna be released. They're gonna keep talking about this for months, and then one day he's just gonna be gone. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna go to AEW to help Cody Rhodes start his wrestling company, cause I'm scared.
Cause I'm scared.
Randy Orton burned my house down. Do you remember that match we had when there were worms in the ring? I was champion. I beat John Cena and AJ Styles, but I lost to Randy Orton 6 weeks later. Let's face it, Bray Wyatt, and then he won the Battle Royal. Well, yeah, Matt Hardy won it. So, he's going to get fired. So, the way they're setting this up right now, we know 3 people in the Battle Royal for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal this year. The Battle Royal is next week. We know 3 people in it. The 3 people are Braun Strowman and the 2 Saturday Night Live hosts. Because that's a storyline. Remember when people said Braun Strowman was going to have big things planned for him for WrestleMania? Remember that shit? He's now feuding with Saturday Night Live.
That's funny.
So we know who's going to win the Battle Royal. Braun Strowman. So ultimately, Braun Strowman's dead. He's dead in the water. It's over. Now, maybe they will take the smart route and they'll make one of the Saturday Night Live guys win for some bullshit reason. Just to gain publicity and to not kill off a career of somebody.
That would be the smart thing to do, but this is WWE. They're not going to do the smart
I'm almost
thing.
convinced Braun Strowman will lose. And
even on WrestleMania,
and
they will not do the smart thing.
For the people who think, oh man, if Braun Strowman loses this, he's going to look so weak, it's going to be stupid. Do you not remember 33 when he got eliminated by Mojo Rawley? Did we forget this? He was in the Battle Royal at WrestleMania 33.
Apparently we did. Because to our point, it was so forgettable.
He got eliminated by Mojo Rawley. And he lost to Kalisto in a dumpster match that year too. You can't hurt Braun Strowman anymore.
Who's going to remember that?
It's done.
As a fair point, who's going to remember that?
That, and he lost to Roman Reigns at Fastlane that year. I remember all this because it was the death of Braun Strowman. They were like building him up to be a good wrestler, and they lost to all these people. So Braun Strowman's going to win the Battle Royal, and he's dead in the water. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This match could have been amazing, but of course they had to ruin it. It's rushed. There's no story other than Randy Orton came out and said, you were tanning with Dixie Carter in Florida. I'm saying this because the Smarks will get a reaction to me saying it. And then AJ Styles said something like, you're the guy who's been here, but I've done more in 3 years than you've ever done in your whole career, no. And now they're wrestling. This could have been an epic world title feud, to be honest. And I hate AJ Styles. Which
is a fucking lie. Like, AJ Styles promos are built on nothing but lies.
I know.
Because Randy Orton's career has been infinitely more impressive than AJ Styles.
Randy Orton defined SmackDown. Let's face it. He helped define the brand. AJ Styles did not define shit. He defined SmackDown Live, which is something nobody's going to care about.
How does someone like AJ Styles, someone who's, like, approaching their 40s?
No, he's past 40, I think.
Past 40?
I think so.
Okay, so how does somebody, like, in their 40s... coming into WWE and only just winning a WWE championship and holding it on for so long, that is an impressive thing to say. But How do you go up against? How do you argue with someone that is the youngest world heavyweight champion in existence?
Okay, here's my thing about it.
Because Randy Orton,
like 41, by the way. But keep going.
Okay, I don't know why you felt like you needed to. Like,
well, because I was curious.
Across, but
I was curious.
Okay,
go.
But like, regardless, how does someone like AJ Styles, someone 41 years old who came into WWE, impressively enough, did actually win the championship and held on to it for quite a while, but how do you argue against someone like Randy Orton, who has the moniker of one of the youngest world heavyweight champions of all fucking time?
Here's my thing about it. Where's Randy Orton been for the past 10 years? In this company. AJ Styles has been wrestling in gymnasiums. He only came to WWE in 2015. Before that, he was wrestling in a soundstage studio and in gymnasiums. And I'm supposed to believe that AJ Styles is a bigger star than Randy Orton? Get the fuck out of here. AJ Styles is probably going to win. No, you know what? Randy Orton's going to win. I'll take it back. Randy Orton's going to win. And then they'll do a match next month and AJ will win it. And then there'll be the rubber match.
You're right, because it is WrestleMania.
And it's 50-50 booking. Yes.
So Star Power is going to win over anything.
I mean, AJ Styles may win, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Might.
AJ Styles lost to Chris Jericho at WrestleMania.
That's true.
So, Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Apparently, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match now. Okay.
I bet anything, really. I mean, I fucking bet anything. I'll bet you my fucking glass bottle of Coca-Cola.
Empty.
That's empty. So you'll get nothing out of it other than just, like, the nice
glass bottle.
Nice little fancy glass bottle. I bet my glass bottle that they don't take it past the first row of the crowd.
Yeah, probably not.
At MetLife.
Probably not at all.
I doubt it entirely.
Here's my thing about this match. Who cares? Who's this elevating? The Miz?
The only thing that I would care about is the fact that they made it Falls Count Anywhere, but it's current WWE,
okay.
So they're not going to go anywhere in MetLife Stadium.
Here's my thing. They had to make it Falls Count Anywhere, or at least some no DQ stipulation, because really, Shane can't have a wrestling match.
No.
There's no way.
He can't have a legitimate
He would be
match.
terrible. And needless to say, now it's even dumber, because Shane McMahon's the heel. So it's not like, I mean, I guess he could, but it would make no sense. He can't do the fucking, what's it called? The, when he jumps from
coast to coast?
He can't do that, because that's a high pop move. He's a heel. That would get the fans to cheer for him if he did that shit. So it's like, you're taking all of Shane's arsenal out because you made him the heel, because why? Because you want Miz to be the face? Why? Why do you want Miz to be the face? Are you going to build around the Miz when SmackDown moves to Fox? Because God forbid, you want nobody to watch.
Why would you?
Build around the Miz.
Why would you do that in the first place? Miz is just kind of like a natural heel kind of guy.
We've been saying this for months, at least I have. Everybody knew that Miz and Shane were wrestling at WrestleMania. Like, everybody knew this. Can you believe that this feud has been going on since November? Can you believe that? And this has been such a stupid storyline. Miz was in the tournament. He gets injured. Shane says, fuck it. Enters the tournament. Enters into him by saying that he's just in it. Wins the Best in the World trophy by defeating Ziggles. Then he's like, I'm the best in the world. And Miz agrees with him. Then they team up. Then Shane McMahon turns on the Miz. What? Why would it...
This story makes absolutely no
sense. Am I lost?
Sense.
Why would Miz not be upset that Shane McMahon took his opportunity away from him and turned on him? Why is Shane McMahon the bad guy? Cause I'm supposed to be like, oh man, the Miz, he was gonna become the best in the world that night, but that Rod and Shane McMahon took it from him.
You can't you can't do that.
Trying to convince me the Miz is the best in the world is never going to happen. There's nobody that believes that. At least Shane won it, and that's somewhat like, oh man, I won it for you fans. But then he turned. So now it's a total cocky thing, but you would think Miz would be mad about it. But he's not. He's just like, whatever, you're the best in the world, let me team up with you. This storyline sucks, folks. So
they did the one thing that made the storyline completely fall on its fucking ass.
All you had to do was turn Miz heel.
You had to turn... Yeah, that's all you had to fucking do. That's all you had to do, and it at least would have made sense.
But no.
Because Miz would have been like, oh, yeah, I only tagged up with him just so I could double-cross him and make him feel my fucking pain from stealing my opportunity.
And then the
like
thing that annoys me more about this now...
That would make sense in terms of a heel fucking storyline. He didn't do that? That makes no fucking sense!
The thing that annoys me more about this now is... we have these bandwagoners talking about how SmackDown Live is a better show. Okay, let me put this in retrospect for you. What is the one thing wrestling fans hate about general managers? It's when they have full power and they're heels, correct? Isn't that what SmackDown is right now? Because Vince is a heel, Shane is a heel, and they run the show. Triple H and Stephanie are on Raw. So therefore, I'm led to believe they run Raw and Shane and Vince run SmackDown. So why is SmackDown still the better show to you people when literally it's TNA taking over by Immortal? Just without the fucking stable. It's literally bullshit every 5 seconds. It's like, oh, you want this to happen? Well, we're going to give you this instead. It's even worse because Vince came out 3 months ago. He's like, we're going to do this for you people. We're doing what the fans want. Then he turned heel for no reason. And now Shane McMahon's heel and they just run SmackDown as a tyranny. And you people still try to argue that this is the better show. Why? At least on Raw, they, I don't know, give you what you want in a sense, I guess.
Because Triple H, I'll never forget, Triple H told me, looked me in the eyes and said, I am the authority.
Yes, that's what he said. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, it's, I don't know. I don't care that much about it, but it's like, it annoys me. Because, like, literally, SmackDown's everything you hate in wrestling. And you still are like, well, SmackDown's a better show. Why? The Miz is going to win. I don't know how this elevates his career in any sense or form. I actually will die if Shane McMahon wins. If Shane McMahon wins, I will love this show forever. Just imagine Shane McMahon beating The Miz, like, definitively. Like, he beats the shit out of him and just pins him and wins and then leaves. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin is Kurt Angle's farewell match. Now,
it's not going to happen.
I'm going to give, yes, I was about to say that.
It's not going to happen.
I'm going to give my prediction. I think this is bullshit. I see a lot of this shit online about how this is already planned and how this is what they want to do. Now, if this does happen, and this is their real plan, let this sink in, folks. Baron Corbin's going over Kurt Angle. Let it sink in. Because the storyline is Kurt Angle's winning against every opponent on his way to WrestleMania. So why would he not lose his farewell match? You know what I mean? They're setting the storyline up for Baron Corbin to win if this goes through.
But it's not.
It's hopefully not. Hopefully it's to God it's not. Hopefully they change it.
It's literally like such the negativity that came out of this match even being announced has to make it so that WWE is like, okay, we'll fix this.
I feel like that too, but here's also my thing. I know a lot of people wanted it to be John Cena. I wanted it to be John Cena.
Everybody wants it to be John Cena.
But
it's obvious.
Here's my thing. Do you really think Vince McMahon looked at Baron Corbin and John Cena and chose Baron Corbin over John Cena?
No, John Cena must not have been an option.
I don't think John Cena's wrestling at WrestleMania this year. I think he's sitting on the shelf. I don't think he's coming at all. Because there's no way Vince McMahon looked at Tummy Face next to John Cena for Kurt Angle's farewell match. And he was like, oh, we need to get Tummy Face to rub. There's no way he said that. There's absolutely no way he said that. He would instantly put John Cena into that match. Why? Because it's a big money match.
And of course you would want to advertise that. That would instantly get more... that would instantly get more eyeballs on this WrestleMania.
So my theory...
Which it so desperately needs in the first place.
In star power, yes. So my theory is that John Cena's not working WrestleMania this year. And they got to throw Tummy Face in because it only made storyline sense. Because if you don't throw Tummy Face in, then Kurt Angle's final opponent's Apollo Crews. And nobody wants to fucking see that. So my fear is that this is real. John Cena's not working WrestleMania this year. And Baron Corbin's going to go over. And if that happens, God forbid, it's over. Baron Corbin will never be liked again. Which I guess in a sense is good if you want him to be a heel for the rest of his life.
If you do, but it would have to be for the rest of his career.
But I mean,
there is no slight chance of him coming back.
You're going to sacrifice Kurt Angle's career for that? TNA, you could argue, because TNA did this too, because Kurt Angle has a farewell match every fucking year. Kurt Angle, he lost his farewell match to Lashley. At least that was like, okay, Lashley's a big name.
That was built on legitimacy.
At least they're putting Lashley over as the top star, and then Lashley was the top star on Impact to come. Do you really think when Tummy Face wins, he's going to be a top star on Raw? No, he's not. He's going to be feuding with No Way Jose. He's going to be like, I beat Kurt Angle, and that will be the whole point of his character. He'll be like Roman Reigns when he beat Undertaker. Where did Roman Reigns go after beating Undertaker? Nowhere. They just did it to do it. So, yeah, if this match happens, Baron Corbin's going over. Kurt Angle will cry. I don't know. Just saying it's dumb. Best match on the show, even though the storyline sucks, Triple H versus Batista. Triple H made the storyline even worse this week when he came on Raw with his piece of paper and he was like, he's making jokes. Did you see that segment?
Oh, no, I did not. I thought that the storyline was okay at first.
No, Triple H made it horrible. Batista made it great. Batista knows how to be a fucking wrestler.
Of course.
God forbid, man. Triple H sucks ass now. He came out and he grabbed the microphone. He's like, I'm glad they gave me a clean microphone and not one that Batista spat all over. And then he pulls out a piece of paper and he's like...
That's quirky. That's fucking
He's
funny,
like, I got
right?
this piece of paper here from Batista's lawyers. Let me read it to you. It's about a stipulation. Then he goes on for like 10 minutes, not telling us what the stipulation is. And then he's like, Batista, he says, I want. And I'm like, Triple H, you are ruining this feud. Can you not just be a badass for like one day? Is it that hard?
I thought it was already established that the stipulation was no holds barred.
No, now there's a new stipulation. The new stipulation from the paper is that if Triple H loses, he has to put his career on the line. So now you know Triple H is winning for sure. Apparently, I guess the idea is because Batista said in that interview that this would be his last match ever at WrestleMania. So I guess the idea is that it's either Triple H retires forever or Batista retires forever.
So it's a career versus career match now?
Even if Batista wins, he still said this would be his last match ever. So if Batista wins, really we're losing 2 careers. So now I don't really understand. I think it would have been much better if Batista was like, if I can't beat you, I will lose my career. And I will never wrestle again because I don't deserve to wrestle. I think it would have been much better. But instead he said this was his last match ever no matter what. So, what if Batista wins and Triple H has to retire forever? Well, Batista's retiring forever too, so we lose 2 people from this match. So really, what are the stakes? The stakes are Triple H wins or he dies. Great. And even if he does not wrestle...
Triple H wins or WWE dies.
Even if Triple H doesn't wrestle again, who cares? He only wrestles once a year anyway. We're going to lose our annual... We're not going to get Triple H versus Finn Balor next year. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
God forbid. No.
That.
We need that match. We need Triple H versus the Demon.
Fuck.
We don't need that. Nobody wants to see that. So it's like, Triple H is going to win, clearly. But this match will be badass as fuck, I promise you. It's no holds barred, Triple H Batista. There's no way it cannot be good.
The match itself will be good.
The storyline sucks ass, but it's okay because at least it will be a good match. Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight title. This will get moved to the pre-show.
Yes, that is a fact. This is pre-show match. It has pre-match.
There's no fucking way.
It has pre-show written all over.
Let me tell you, if I tune into WrestleMania and I see Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese, that's the new bathroom break match, I feel like. I feel like the Cruiserweight's the new bathroom break.
Yes, that is a fact.
I feel like everybody turns around and goes to the fucking bathroom. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins Universal title. Now, I read an article today that Brock Lesnar is not leaving WWE after WrestleMania. So, Brock Lesnar is probably going to retain, is what I feel like. And I hope he does. Because let me tell you right now, it would make no sense. And God forbid, I'm not saying I hate Seth Rollins. I hate his character a lot. Don't get me wrong. His character's so fucking stupid now. But as a wrestler, Seth Rollins is probably one of the best wrestlers we have on the roster right now.
That's a fact.
But
I've always been at heart a Seth Rollins backer since
there's no way you
been
cannot
part of the
hate him
Shield.
because he was badass when he was in the Shield. He's just, they devalued his character so much. Ever since the whiny ass champion to the vibrator in my briefcase.
As soon as this creative team writes for you,
yes,
they ruin your fucking career in the process.
It's such a shame. But here's my thing. It would make no sense for Seth Rollins to beat Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar has already defeated Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Finn Balor. All guys the same size as Seth Rollins. So the only way you can do a storyline where Seth Rollins beats Brock Lesnar if like Reigns comes out. Or Dean Ambrose comes out and assists him in the win.
That's another Shield reunion.
That's the only way you could do that. And you don't need Dean Ambrose on WrestleMania at all this year because he's on his way out the company. You don't need to be featuring him at all. Why would you feature somebody who's leaving? That makes no sense. So, my belief is that Brock Lesnar will beat Seth Rollins. And then in April, they'll go to Saudi Arabia again, or in May, whenever they plan on going to Saudi Arabia again. And they'll do the same match. And then Brock Lesnar will win again. And then, hopefully, Roman Reigns comes out and he goes, hey, I want your belt. Believe that. And they do Lesnar and Reigns again.
Oh, God.
Because I'll die.
Because everybody wants that match again.
You also have to look at it. Let's say Seth Rollins wins. let's say Seth Rollins wins and Brock Lesnar leaves. Who does Seth Rollins feud with? Drew McIntyre? That's not a main event pay-per-view match. Nobody wants to see that. There's nobody for Seth Rollins to feud with if he wins because Roman Reigns is a face too. So literally, you would be having Seth Rollins versus like Ziggles for the belt.
Oh, fuck no.
And nobody wants that.
Fuck no.
So that's my reason why I think Brock Lesnar's going to win. And then Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre will just feud. For no reason. Drew McIntyre will come out and be like, Seth Rollins, you weren't good enough to beat...
Come out screaming in his accent.
Because that's the only way he can fucking cut a promo. And then, here we go. Did you forget? Did you forget the women are main eventing WrestleMania this year then, John? The women are in the main event. This is the first time ever the women will be main eventing WrestleMania. They will close the show. There are many news outlets talking about this there, John, like ESPN and E! News and People's Sports and CBS Sports. Women are main eventing. They were actually on ESPN the other day. They were talking about their very coveted match at WrestleMania there, John. So if you cared for the storyline in any sense of the word, you can stop caring about it because they've completely ruined it. Because now whenever they talk about it, all they're going to talk about is, we are the first woman main eventing. It's going to be exactly like when, what the fuck was that match? The first ever Women's Rumble.
Oh, God.
When they were trying to do the Women's Rumble, and they were like, we are doing this to make history. That's all this feud's going to be now. We are making history. We are here to change the world of women's wrestling. We are doing this for you. You made this happen. Yeah!
Nothing in WWE can ever be organic anymore. It
No,
can't
it's all
ever
forced.
happen naturally.
It's all fucking
Because
forced
the
now.
moment they have something like this on their hands, they're like, history, we're making history. And you hear Michael screaming over his fucking mic as he's shoving it in his mouth. Dude, this is a moment.
This is a moment. This is a WrestleMania moment. This is a WrestleMania moment.
This is a moment, Corey.
Do you see this? Do you see this moment happening?
Corey, do you see this?
I see it. Oh, man. Look at Becky Lynch. She looks so fine tonight.
Corey, please tell me you're jacking off to Alexa Bliss.
Oh, yes, I am. It's Alexa Bliss
Oh
hosting
my
WrestleMania.
God, Corey.
We should talk about that, too. Alexa Bliss hosting WrestleMania. Now, God forbid, I love Alexa Bliss. Don't get me wrong. She's the hottest girl out there. But really, we have gone from The Rock to fucking, The New Day to Alexa Bliss hosting WrestleMania. We progressively get worse. I didn't know this. I didn't know Kim Kardashian hosted WrestleMania. When Alexa Bliss said that the other day, I was like, really? But we progressively get... Kim Kardashian is more star power than Alexa Bliss is. I'm sorry. It's just a fact. Oh, it's whatever. You know how stupid it is to make your own wrestlers host WrestleMania? Like, can you actually get a celebrity?
Don't get me wrong, Alexa, we love you.
We love you so much. Please strip. Anyway.
Don't listen to it,
This
please.
woman's three-way is Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. So, let's know. On the fact that they're now touting about how much history this is, we have Ronda Rousey saying wrestling's fake. So why does she care? We have Becky Lynch, who will go on Twitter and post a tweet every day talking about either Charlotte Flair not deserving it or talking about Ronda Rousey just having a name and how she earned it. And then we'll have Charlotte Flair just being boring. I seriously want to ask you people, how did you get invested into this feud? Like, we complain about bad feuds all the time. This is the worst booked feud heading into WrestleMania. And these people act like it's going to steal the show.
This is an absolute mess. I don't know what you guys are seeing in terms of
Am I
narrative
missing
that's
something?
actually
Yes.
worth your time.
Okay,
But in terms of narrative, this is all over the place, and this is an absolute fucking mess.
I'm going to run down the storyline for you people. Ready? Okay. So let's say Becky Lynch was this badass who overcame the odds. Let's say this. Here's her storyline. She lost to Asuka at the Rumble. Then...
Asuka, who just fucking lost to Charlotte.
Yes, we'll
as
get to that.
SmackDown Women's Champion. Do you guys remember that she was SmackDown Women's Champion? Please tell me you fucking remember, because nobody else could seem to remember.
We'll get to that
because
shit.
she has no importance.
Then Becky Lynch enters herself into the Rumble when she was never supposed to be in it to begin with. Then she pulls a John Cena and wins it, while limping around like a little injured child all of the match. Then she comes out on Raw, says she's going to Mania. Stephanie says, now. Then they suspend her. Then she comes back the next week. They say, now.
She comes back in the Spy Kids 3D suit that Junie fucking wore.
No, that was after. No. We're not to that point yet. That was after. That was when Vince McMahon suspended her.
That shit.
She got suspended twice. Remember? Suspended. Came back the week after.
Guys, I can't look at Becky Lynch as the man when she wears the same fucking video game costume that Junie wears in Spy Kids 3D.
Honestly, I thought she was starring for Kim Possible's role in the new Disney, like the real life film they came out with.
Y'all got me fucked up out here.
She came out. Stephanie said, "Now." Becky Lynch came out the week after. Stephanie said, "Okay, you'll get your match." Vince said, "No, you're suspended. We're putting Charlotte in the match." Becky Lynch came out again for the next 2 weeks, doing nothing but being a Spy Kids character. Then she got her ass kicked. Then they said, "Becky, you can be in the match if you beat Charlotte at Fastlane." Then she got kicked in the face by Ronda Rousey. Then she got herself into the match.
Let's not forget that a big part of the narrative at the beginning was the fact that she couldn't wrestle for WrestleMania because she was on injury. Where the fuck is that injury now? No one knows. It just fucking...
Well, she was limping around at Fastlane, but then the next time on SmackDown, she was like, oh, completely
She's walking perfectly fine now.
Because that's how injuries work, in case you didn't know.
Of course.
Then,
and in no way is that injury ever going to be referenced throughout the entire match because now it's just fucking gone. Now it's just fucking healed. Like, oh Jesus, thank you for healing.
Then they had Ronda on Raw with her boyfriend for no reason. Charlotte and Becky were just feuding on SmackDown, not interacting with Ronda. Then when the first time they interact, they have a beat the clock challenge with no stakes.
When the fuck did this turn into like season 1 of NXT?
With no stakes. Becky Lynch wins it. Then the history comes in because they announced that they're main eventing WrestleMania, so they talk about history 24/7. Then on SmackDown, Becky says, "What has Charlie done to deserve it?" Then Charlotte wins the SmackDown title from Asuka, who defended against who? Mandy Rose one time?
Only one time, because WWE has very clearly forgotten about the SmackDown Women's Championship as a whole.
And now we're either A, unifying the belts, or B, I guess if Becky pins one girl, she'll get one belt, or if she pins the other girl, she'll get the other belt.
Which is definitely going to make us think that it is the first option, because obviously, why the fuck else would she be winning this championship at the very last second? Which means now nobody gets what they want, because like everybody wants fucking Becky to win this whole shit. When it's very obviously Charlotte who's going to win it and unify the fucking belts.
Here's the way I'm looking at it. Are you ready? That was the one thought I had. I was like, maybe Charlotte just won it, so when she pins Becky Lynch, she'll just be a dual champ. But then, here's my other thought. My other thought is that Ronda Rousey or Becky is going to win. And then SmackDown's just going to remain with Charlotte as champion.
Unify the belts, make it one belt, and then just make it pink.
No.
Make it. That's gonna piss so many people off.
I feel like either Becky or Ronda is going to win, and then Charlotte will just remain champion, and then she'll just go back to SmackDown and feud with Asuka, and forget this feud ever happened. That's almost what I feel like is going to happen. I feel like they just did this to put another belt in the match to give Charlotte credibility. So, actually, and I fully believe this, I don't think Becky Lynch is winning this match. There's no way. They're looking at the first women's main event in WrestleMania history, and they're like, oh, here we go, first women's main event ever. Remember when Becky Lynch won it? I think Ronda Rousey's about to win the fucking match.
It's either Ronda Rousey or Charlotte Flair. Because A, you either want it to be Ronda Rousey for star power, or 2, you want it to be Charlotte Flair. To unify the belts. To either unify the belts, or just because
or to have Ric Flair come out and hug her, yeah.
Yes. Just because it's the Flair legacy.
This WrestleMania sucks, folk. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, really? The headlining match for WrestleMania is Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. And let me tell you how annoyed I am with Becky Lynch on Twitter. And she's like, oh, I worked my ass off to make this main event match happen for you. You were not supposed to even be involved. They were planning since last year, Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. That's what they wanted for the main event of WrestleMania 35. They've been planning that since last year. Becky Lynch had nothing to do with this. They just threw her in there to give you guys a bone to have. Because all these Becky fans came out of nowhere. So to give them a bone to watch the match, they threw Becky Lynch into the match. This match was always going to be Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. It was always going to be that. I don't know where you're like, oh, Becky Lynch earned her way in. No, she did not. What are you talking about? Becky Lynch is the reason why women are main eventing. No, she is not. Charlotte is not even the reason. The reason women are main eventing is because Ronda Rousey is here. Nobody can sell WrestleMania unless it's Ronda Rousey in a women's main event. Nobody. Because nobody has that kind of star power. So, Ronda Rousey will main event WrestleMania. Part of me feels like she's just going to win just so they can talk about, remember when Ronda Rousey won the first ever women's main event at WrestleMania? But it doesn't matter because guess what? Nobody's going to watch that. The moment Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins ends, everybody's turning the channel. Because this has been such a horrible feud. And nobody could care to see them wrestle. Final thoughts.
This WrestleMania...
Maybe the worst one ever.
It has...
Actually, no, it will be.
It has the chance...
No Undertaker.
To surpass WrestleMania 27 and WrestleMania 9 as historically one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
No Taker. No Cena. Hulk Hogan will be there. I read that. Hulk Hogan will be there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Elias's concert's happening.
Rock concert?
This is going to be terrible, folks. It's going to be the worst WrestleMania of the day.
It's going to be fucking awful, bro.
Final thoughts.
Just like all these matches, I'm not looking forward to this exceedingly so.
And think about this. It's WrestleMania and you're not looking forward to it. We fall in love, folks.
You said what?
I said we fallen low, folks.
Oh, I thought you said we fallen in love. I'm like, nigga, what? Nah.
We've fallen out of love for this company
of,
so many years ago.
I never loved it.
You know, bullshit.
I love TNA. All the TNA posters. Deadass. Deadass. Think I'm kidding. I was a TNA fan. Deadass. I was one of those kids.
You may have been a TNA fan, but that's also because
I used to be one of those people. One of those people that were like, oh, TNA's way better than WWE.
And on that note, we done. Oh, fuck.
You missed it.
No,